try to rebuild a team. Starting with the only the team I can think of is the Miami Dolphins.
Select the team you want to join.
Oh, I'm right. Oh my god.
Start your season with record.
Why did I fuck up already? Come on, game. You're not expecting to win the Super Bowl in 5 years. Rebuild. I would expect 10.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Kick your season off by starting your first game. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a houseman?
They cut Bell and get him. Okay. Because technically we traded for him. Don't say that we traded to Bell. Wait, we can. We were related to.
On my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like them in the mountain.
There. Hey, decent trade. Who is this thing to cut? No, he's stuck me to do both of these. Ah, shit. He played actually. He never played that year.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
You're not big. What?
Okay, I'm back to school. This is open camp.
Select the team you want to join.
Open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower
To be real.
Start your season with recommended settings.
Big spender, Christian, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, what's happening? Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson.
My God. They got a third and a fifth. They had to give up a third, too.
Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking
kick your season off by starting your first game.
I got dreams of being over action movie, yay. Listen, babe, it's so good you think I'm cool with yay.
He's still to add him to the block. Dang.
But it's easy being truthful, baby. For real.
He lost his starting job because he's lucky a rookie. Right? A rookie? Available practice squad, we not probably release him there.
Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lame down. Luckily, so, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw. Peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me? Nikki, baby.
They go 1 week. We know we're not going to win a lot.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I want to play that game actually. What can we actually get on? We're gonna release him or
look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one,
oh,
ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs.
we got our first round pick.
Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich
Not
friends,
good.
lots to lose. Less money,
We got a
less
first round
options,
pick
lot of
for it.
rules. So when that first
We
day
have
came,
2 first round picks.
and shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the
Who is
to the
he?
clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage.
How old is he?
They
He's
gon' let me
21.
in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack
These
with my new
two,
advance.
if their contracts do not resign, we're new to do shit. Who's that?
We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
You know that never good when someone gets to us.
With a new honey. They said I wouldn't
You
make
got
it,
on
I'm
defense.
like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get
6
sorted.
weeks?
I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for
Why is
advantage.
he not? Oh,
Be
he
cooling out
is
in the
sick.
whip, but I done near every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters.
5 years when he is
Girl, you know I'm a
3
savage.
years.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
For the rookie, how old is he?
We the American dream.
The trade ball,
Look at them.
doing some moves.
Another day in the USA.
Like, if we do like a third back for him, let's try to get third.
I just want to make enough to pay.
He was drafting every single round.
And invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Bring out the Brinks truck, I'm young, flying.
There, that dang, he gone. Rookies. No, I want to play one game before I send the rest of this year. Like, course pick. Yeah, Bell. Time out. Switching controllers. You won't hear me for a second, guys. Okay, all back. Being plugged. This comes. That battery too. Dude, that charging. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like shampoo. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my shirt to infinity. I bezeled up on these. Yo, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Let's get up to the Jets' home opener in their 50th anniversary season of winning Super Bowl III. On the call, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A short time ago, the Jets defense introduced to this crowd, and one of the biggest ovations was for the big man, Leonard Williams, as he and his mates get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in on a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate,
Can't
great
fire
fan
the
support.
coach
Let's see
yet.
if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both.
And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this. Shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Eluding the pressure right. This is Bell on the dump off. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that rebuild I'm doing is a giant.
Conversion.
To let you know, guys.
Now Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, Rosen sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Rosen off the play action. On the move to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about it.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just a call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck. Let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot.
Throwing is McCown on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
I might add Devin.
On 1st down with Josh Rosen. And it's caught here, Amendola. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Derby, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
And this defense in a little bit of a tight spot here. The ball is inside the red zone. 2nd down and 6. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A.J. Derby. Now this defense here really needs to hold them to a field goal late, or maybe could they force a turnover and allow no points? Time to see. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
I think it's a tight game, guys.
1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they'll throw with McCown. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Last year, the Jets averaged exactly 4 yards per rush, and that's what they need here, 3rd and 4. On third down.
No.
That's Powell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
We got 3 timeouts.
Before reaching the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw.
My God.
Throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Avery Williamson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down.
Thank you, Bell. Thank you.
He'll look to throw. A dump off here for Gore. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now it's Rosen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And, oh, Well, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And he's not able to come through this. And
no, oh my God.
To a close. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. For the Dolphins,
Players on your team, or quickly upgrade your team at the end of each. Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears.
Want to say how good we did?
Next to all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my check y'all in y'all beard. I'm with all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I don't usually get near. Oh, I ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us with the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make it west, Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. What kind of?
I can't believe we lost.
I spend it.
Wait, let's just do this.
Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine.
I think they finished third in the division.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
5-3. We're the what? We second. 5-3.
I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been.
These players are on the last year of their contract.
Quarterbacks.
I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a pedicle on with a watch face with little dragon balls.
Cap room is how much money. The closer your contract proposal is to this.
No coca eyes, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl is been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Surprised me first, to be honest.
Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts are trying to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's dark and dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I?
I'd be surprised. We gonna fall. We make the playoffs our first year, like. Now, but this is my first year building. Like, played one game so far. We're not built for a playoff team.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
That is more like it. We still can go. Still hot.
Kiss the death friend, protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge. So don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one. 3 V's and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm in deep cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like the warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather you need me.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Wait, what we had to buy? No, you're joking. The Dolphins.
Flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money. Bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my cash.
Bang.
The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
You're home. We had to give a Bell deal too.
Run and get you that Benz, turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm trying to all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took him all your break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies. Addicted to balling. I have to get my cash. The money is falling.
In the championship.
I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
These are heady shoes.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this foolery? Long romance. He was dancing with the devil for his life. On the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy.
I had him.
The price come heavy.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AF.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. And got his man complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Was he knee down once he was trying to leave? I should have just... Right there. You need the ball down is at the 2. Nah. Oh yeah, his knee down right there. Darn it.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Josh Rosen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Deal.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I want Tony Brown.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you?
I said win the Super Bowl or you're going to get fired.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter. I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Spinning away. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back and
dude, why you just don't run it?
Third down throw incomplete as well. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. A dump off now to Hill. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Offside, defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And an alley to run. There goes Jeremy Hill. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jeremy. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete to Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Offside. Defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Offside. Defense.
Of course, the game can't end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness. No Super Bowl trip for them this year as they're going to lose this
Offside.
title game
Defense.
on a missed field goal. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched.
Dude, that was awesome reaction.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And no, he missed it. Oh, my goodness. No Super Bowl trip for them this year as they're going to lose this game on a missed field goal.
Wait.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline
Offside.
and take the points.
Defense.
Dude, come on.
We looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They run it again with Hill. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. First throw in overtime now for Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. With Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre, with the Vikings, has the destiny.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about you. Throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there in overtime. 79 yards.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell is a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
But no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw is Rosen. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
No.
This has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left. And that changes everything here in OT. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have
been
in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
We pick it off. Oh my
This
God.
being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I'll tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Now Rosen. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What do they say? It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
What's the...
Why are you going to try out for Curva? Would that be good for your other school too? Auto. Not auto. Auto. School. Next. Not trying to do it. Future in band? No. Yeah, future in life. Hell yeah. Hi, bunch. Future with Polly? Hopefully. percentage will it rain on Friday?
It might rain in Circleville on Friday, May 17th. There's a 65% chance. You can expect about 0.54 inches.
Oh.
Have a good evening.
If she just got off the phone with my girl.
I'm getting interrupted. I'm trying to take the call.
Oh.
I'll do it later. It's fine.
I'm thinking about playing Fortnite right now.
I can't play with Xbox right now because I'm using just his PlayStation to play GTA.
That gay.
Adage, be quick but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Roethlisberger toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's go, come on, King.
That one fell
You're so close.
there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They picked up a 1st down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense.
Do not look on my videos because all my videos is still depressing.
That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that
when did I make this?
To be huge.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship for Charles Davis.
No, it's not depressed. I'm totally not depressed.
I'm talking about my sister, I'm talking about James Charles.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the piece on my teeth, I went Porsche. Put the town on my back, I'm on horse. One more year, I'ma make it affordable. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be seen inside of the morning. Ain't no strings attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, it can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, it can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players, or they'll become free agents.
Me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Till I got kind with you. All of these, my body, I got been somebody keep checking my clothes. Walking in the club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mode. Every time he gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know they be happy if I let you go.
What?
Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different
Like,
city with
what
some
kind?
different.
Or like,
Here we go. Every time he gone, I get another.
yes,
Tryna leave me alone, another.
yes.
I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know they be happy if I let you go.
Because that is not gonna happen, I think. I took his girl, that lie. I stole it. Bitch. You shut the fuck up for once, bitch. What is this? Hey. You know what it means. What I sent you.
Want to join? Start your season
Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Got a like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Till I got kind with you.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I be out on the late night. Opposite a play fight. See slime break
No.
night. This break night. My wrist watch
I
is
don't
like
know
a
where
break
you
light.
live.
And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't
Yeah.
know. $50
That
pizza
too far.
when I'm eating in Soho.
Sorry.
I heard that you in love with the stuff in your
I live in South Bloomfield, and I do not know how to drive.
Funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home gave me the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home gave me the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs the balcony. These oceanside views
Always too bright for you.
Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I
In your
still
game.
be on my summer grind. Handle your business. Handle your business. Loyal and
No, I'm
honor,
not.
don't break the
I'm
bro
talking straight.
codes. The more red rose match with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh. Tell me something I don't know.
You know, I like to
Tell
hump
me
girls.
something I don't know.
I like to ride girls.
Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke.
If you get what that means.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chain, press down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm like, I have headphones plugged in, and my controller just died. How to switch to my auto controller.
Tell me something I don't know. Tell me something I don't know.
It's music.
Dude, I'm fucking mad at you when you couldn't play and leave me with Trenton.
That was not me.
Like the heck, man.
That was Bob. That was my cousin.
Hey, you put on the Xbox. And
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure.
What is she playing on? You have one of those too? What? Okay, I'm mad. You better friend me. You just need normal headphones. Emma, unpause your screen now. Okay, you're gonna hear music, okay? There.
My garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay on my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated.
No, it's me being because I'm so hot.
Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout.
All combines,
Oh, thanks
such
a
as the
lot.
40-yard dash, are now available in scouting.
Coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit just to stunt while
You're
I'm
so
in
rude
Vegas.
sometimes.
For my body, shout out to my Caleb.
You.
Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't
Nothing.
talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights, just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shit. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo.
What just happened?
The fuck? Brody, look. What the fuck? Brody.
I know that's part of GTA.
The fuck? I need bleach.
Is that hurting your brain?
What's that on that beat?
Bleach game. Okay, dude, my eyes now. I went too far. I'm addicted to balling. Till that shit's over.
I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants. Flexing, counting my bands.
I just imagined my boyfriend
Getting money. I see how it feels to be rich.
That'd be good for you too. And healthy. It'd be super healthy.
Scouting points are
You
earned
text
every
me.
week. Use
No.
all your points, as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Okay, that only when you teens on that. I'm talking about once you get married.
I need bands. Now look at my dance. That's my jam. Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. Know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm trying to all of ya. Somebody wanna watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took them all your break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still spin the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
The Colts are now on the clock.
I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Can I go, like, not eat, or,
The Lions are now on the clock.
I don't know, someone candy.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't
Someone who has eaten candy for
I smell pennies.
what the fuck?
I smell pennies.
Bad, I can't read. Oh, August the 11th. Ooh. That's so good.
You say I was live the whole time, what? Fucking joking with me?
What?
I'm talking